welcome back to my channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can see all the cool things I'm going to be posting in the future. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. In one of my past videos, in the description, I noted that not only did I want to share my journey to becoming a teacher, but I also wanted to share some of the things in between. I've been a stay-at-home mom for many years, and there's different things that I've picked up along the way, life hacks and, you know, different little tips and tricks and ways to do things, and I'd like to share that with you guys, even some recipes. So make sure you stick with me. Today we're going to get into how to save money on grocery shopping without using coupons. I did the coupon thing, and at first it was really exciting when you ran into the store and you were getting, you know, 15 free things of shampoo or whatever. But after a while and all the work that you did, you realize that you have a ton of Kleenex and you have none of the basic stuff. You know, the coupons were always for the same things, and a lot of times the stuff's all unhealthy. I mean, I'm not a big advocate where, you know, I have to eat everything natural and all of that, but to have, you know, 15, 17 boxes of super sugary cereal and all the snacks were super processed, and it was like, after a while, it's nice at first and you feel like you really hit the jackpot, but after a while it's like, wait a minute, I really don't have the different little things that I need. I'm just getting a bunch of extra stuff. So are you really saving money couponing after all is said and done? And it just wasn't worth it to me. Today I'm going to share some practical tips on how to budget for groceries and an awesome store that I absolutely love to shop at. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I typed up an example of what a typical grocery list would look like. As you can see at the top it says menu, and before I write up my grocery list, I write up a menu and I decide what I want to eat for that week. Now typically I do shop for a whole week, but this is just an example to give you an idea of how it works, so I only put 4 meals at the top. So what I do is come up with things that maybe I want to make. Sometimes I want to try new recipes, sometimes I want to do oldies but goodies. Whatever it is, I list it at the top. And then I start in and say, okay, meatloaf is my first meal, so I'm going to need hamburger, I'm going to need breadcrumbs, I'm going to need diced tomatoes. Yes, I do put diced tomatoes in my meatloaf. If you've never done it, you should do it. It makes it very juicy and yummy. I have to actually post that recipe for you guys sometime in the future so you can try out that yummy, yummy meatloaf. Anyways, you just list all the things you need for that. Then you'll see I'm making mashed potatoes. So of course I need potatoes, green bean casserole, and so on. And you just list everything that you're going to need to be able to make the meals that you've listed that you want to make for the week. A couple tips and tricks. One of them is you'll see that under grocery list, the first item is 2 pounds of hamburger. I'm not using that full 2 pounds for meatloaf. I'm using 1 pound for meatloaf, a half a pound for spaghetti, and a half a pound for the chili. So out of 2 pounds of hamburger, I can usually get about 3, and sometimes I can stretch it to 4 different meals just out of 2 pounds of hamburgers. That's like what, $6 for 4 meals? Pretty good. And for meatloaf, you'd be surprised. Once you add in the breadcrumbs and all the little things you put in there, it does stretch a little bit. Also, when you cut it, instead of slicing it into thick slices, cut it down the middle and then cut it into slices, and it tends to last longer that way. Usually, even with our family of 5, I have enough for leftovers to put in my husband's lunch, and that also saves money so he doesn't have to go out to eat. Another trick is if you look under meatloaf to the left, my first side dish is mashed potatoes, and to the far right under barbecue chicken, the side dish is baked potatoes. So you see that out of the 10-pound bag of potatoes, I have 2 sides. Now, if I were going to complete this menu for a whole week, I would probably do a breakfast for dinner where I shred up some potatoes and make hash browns, or I could do like a pork chop dinner and have cubed potatoes, throw on some olive oil, salt, pepper, parsley, and just throw them in the oven and bake them. So for 1 10-pound bag of potatoes, I've gotten 4 sides. And that's kind of how you want to strategize your list so that whatever you buy, you're making the most of it and you're stretching it over the most amount of days that you can. Also, you want to add on your list things that you need around the house, like butter, milk, eggs, all of those things. And you also want to put your snacks, but don't write down snacks. Be specific about what snacks you want to buy. It's very easy if you just write down something general to go down the snack aisle and grab Doritos and combos and popcorn, and by the time you're done, you've spent $25, $30 on snacks alone. and you really don't need that many. So be specific. Say, how many do I need for the week? Okay, I'm gonna get a bag of Doritos. I'm gonna get some taquitos. My children love those, by the way. I can't stand those nasty things. But anyway, you write down the specifics of what you're going to buy. Same thing with lunch items. If you're going to get deli meat, write that down. If you're going to get deli cheese, if you're going to get Uncrustables, whatever it is, write it down. That way, when you go to your grocery list, you can get almost to the dollar. You can get the amount that you're going to be paying, and you can stay within your budget a lot better. If you don't write things down and you go to the grocery store, you know, you've heard the saying, don't go to the grocery store hungry. Well, don't go to the grocery store without a list either, because you're probably going to overspend. And once you get to the counter and you've spent $50 more than what you wanted to, it'd be quite embarrassing, and it would be a hassle to tell the cashier, oh, sorry, I need to put back $50 worth of items. So basically, you're going to end up paying it, and after 4 weeks of that, you've wasted $200 that you really didn't have to waste. So writing a list and sticking to it is a huge part of a grocery budget that is successful. Now I want to take you to my favorite grocery store, Aldi. I not only love them for their prices, but I love them because they have a lot of variety, like these little healthy snack packs that you can throw right in your children's lunches. They're convenient and under $2. We also love their caramel and cheddar rice cakes. They're smaller, so they're easier to eat, and they are very flavorful. Watermelon, my favorite fruit, $2.69. Probably would be $2 more at Walmart. You always want to look for the bright green one with the brown veins and the yellow patch underneath, because those are the ones that are the juiciest. Wait. That was close. We also love these little baked slim pretzels. They're about $1.50 this week. Excellent price. We like to dip them in hummus, and Aldi's has hummus for about $3.69 for this huge variety pack. Eggs are 85 cents this week. I have seen them as low as 59 cents. They're always pretty cheap at Aldi. My kiddos love these little applesauce variety packs. Again, they're convenient. Just pop them right in their lunches. They also love these little chocolate pudding pops for $1.50, and we make smoothies out of the frozen berries here, under $2. Mini Bear Grahams for a 12-pack is $3.99. That's a great price. English muffins are on sale this week. I usually make breakfast sandwiches out of these, just ham, egg, cheese, or you can use bacon or sausage, whatever. Makes for a really nice breakfast. These salads are $2.89. Great price for these salads. They're deluxe salads. They have Santa Fe flavor, cranberry walnut, a Caesar one, and I believe they have a Cobb salad as well. 89 cents for grapes. You will not find that in any other store, including Walmart, which is my second favorite store, and I'll prove it. $1 more at Walmart. That's why I love Aldi's first. And then I wanted to share cereal at Aldi. It tastes delicious. That cereal right there tastes just like the name brand Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pebbles. And these cereals are anywhere from $1.29 up to about $2. So you save quite a bit of money, especially when you buy 4 or 5 boxes, and they taste great. I wanted to give a shout out to these cinnamon rolls. I have had many cinnamon rolls, even name brand ones, and these are the best ones I've ever had. They're only $1.15 for 8 rolls. They are delicious, and they actually give you enough of the icing to go over every single roll, which is rare. Here's the meat I was talking about in my grocery list. That is a little over 2 pounds. It's $2.79 a pound, and you can get about 3 or 4 meals out of this, and it is good quality meat. So that's definitely a great bargain at $6.70. Now let me stop talking to this meat and filming this meat before this guy who is coming thinks I'm nuts. Shopping is go through my pantry, my freezer, and my fridge, and I like to see what all is in there. Sometimes you can make a meal out of things you already have. You might have some steak in the freezer, and you might have a box of rice and some corn in the pantry. So there's basically almost a meal. You might add some bread to it or something, but that will save you money, because when you go to the grocery store, instead of having to buy 7 meals for that week, you only have to buy 5. So that does save money. That could be $15 to $20 savings right there. So make sure you always check your inventory before you go out shopping. Another tip I have, and this definitely applies for people with children in the summer, make sure that you monitor the kitchen. I made the mistake one summer of really kind of relaxing and chilling, and I'd catch up with them, we'd watch a movie, and then I'd maybe go clean or something, and while I'm busy, those little stinkers were in my refrigerator getting everything. And I went in there and there was no cheese sticks, all the yogurt was gone. It was like in 2 days I had just went grocery shopping and I went in there and there was nothing. I couldn't believe it. So I implemented, set times, especially during the summer, set times of eating. Now that the school year has started, they eat breakfast in the morning. When they get home, they have a snack. Then we have dinner, and then they have a bedtime snack. And I have a kitchen closed time. It's usually in the evening when it's right before bedtime. I tell them the kitchen is closed. So don't tell me that you're hungry when you're laying in the bed. If you don't get a bedtime snack now, you're not getting one. And that keeps your inventory built up, because if you don't set limits on your children, at least for me, it's been the case, they will go in there and just, mess over stuff and use stuff and half-eat stuff. And I mean, that's an extra $200 a month you're spending just to feed those little rugrats in the summer. So make sure you put a lock on that kitchen. I also wanted to add in, there is a neat little app called Ibotta. And with this app, you go shopping like you normally do, and you look in there and find items that you buy, say like Scotch sponges. And then when you go and purchase those sponges, and you get your receipt, you just scan it on this app and it gives you back a portion of what you paid. I think in about 3 months I made like $60 or more on this app, and it's super simple to use. So you're just making money on things that you're already going to buy anyways. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I'd also love it if you share this video just to get it out there so that other people can be helped by these different tips.